Okay, folks, I got my pallet here. I got a couple other pallets here. One is designated for the wood burner. Another one has some decent grain and some of the planks on there, so I might put a project together. But this one down on the floor is the one I'm going to be working on. And this is the one I'm going to be using. It has real nice thick wood. It looks like it's actually 1 inch thick. It looks like it is probably pine, which is fine. Pine is fine. But this is for the pallet challenge here. And, well, the original rules said that you wanted to see how the pallet's disassembled. And then, you know, it could be already disassembled stuff. Well, I've got a thing of pallet wood over there that's disassembled, but I sort of like going by the original stuff, you know. At least that's what I have up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be building something that me and my father discussed. It's not to any length or anything, but we just talked about the concept of what I'm going to be building. Now, I'm not going to tell you what I'm building until you actually see the finished product. Because, well, it's my father's idea, it's my father's design. I want to be the first to build it. If I tell you what it's going to be, give you any kind of details, then I won't be the first to build it, because it is a pretty cool idea. So you just need to watch. I'm not going to narrate through this. You're just going to see my hands working and everything else. I'm just going to let you see the process. I'm not going to give any specifics because since my father died, this is my design now. Okay? So this is for me to do. For me to sell or to keep or whatever. This is all mine. Alright? Just want to let you know. I am sort of picky about stuff like that. But this is going to be actually a pretty cool project. You just got to watch. Okay, any guess as to what this is yet? Huh? Are you guessing? Do you have an idea? That's roughly the shape of it. There'll be a little border going around the outside, maybe a little drawer on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. This is just a prototype. I'm going to keep a prototype, or maybe I'll sell it at the right price. But this is basically a concept that my father had. We were speaking, and this was just mentioned in passing. But it always intrigued me because I enjoy this one thing that me and my father used to do. I'm still not going to tell you what it is yet. You're just going to have to wait. Okay? But you're seeing it take shape now. Okay? I made 3 rings and I made a little square. And they all go together somewhat like that. I'm going to make sure they're all squared up and everything. But you can see it right now. That's what we have so far. And, well, I'm actually getting pretty excited about this. I know you're not yet, unless you already figured out what it is. I know some of you are thinking, okay, it's a planter, or maybe he's going to mill it into a bowl, or something like that. No. I don't think you've ever seen anything like this. If you have, I'd like you to tell me. You know, because I'd like to know who else my father told about this, because I don't know of anybody, and I've done internet searches all over the place. I couldn't find anything like this. So I don't know of anybody who has it, or anybody who's doing it, or whatever. But, well, just keep watching here. Basically what I did, you saw me do this one on the camera here, okay, with the pocket screws, and I just repeated that. Right here, and right here. Now, I'm not one of those wood snobs. One of those wood snobs that says, oh, you have to have this kind of joinery. Pocket screws are just as good as any other joinery as long as you join it. You know, I mean, I can get fancy, I can hand cut some dovetails and all that stuff, but not for what this is made of, you know, what purpose this is made for. You know, if it was a different purpose, then that's fine. But basically, this is the foundation, this is the frame. This is not going to be seen except for the inside edges. I know, it's driving you nuts, isn't it? Well, just keep watching. You'll see. Okay, so that's it. It's a three-dimensional chessboard. That's what I made. This is what my father referred to as the pit of doom when he conceptualized this thing. I've looked online for other 3D chessboards, and they all go up, and they have all kinds of, sometimes they have some rectangles, that fit into slots and stuff like that to give you all kinds of weird angles and stuff like this. This is the idea my father came up with, and I haven't found anything online like this, but this is the pit of doom. This is my father's concept. If he was around right now to see it, then I'd love to play him a game, but, he's been deceased since July of 2000, so maybe I could get my son to come over and play me a couple games of chess. But because of warpage, that's what you get with pallet wood. You get warpage. But because of warpage with the pallet wood, this didn't fit together the way I wanted it to. But it still fit together enough to say, hey, this is something. So this is going to go on display in my house, even though I think it looks like total crap. Because it's made from pallet wood and there's a lot of warpage in it and everything, the wood was warped. Also, some of the wood was damp, and as it dries, it started moving a little bit out of funk. But for the most part, you can still play on this. All I have to do is put a coat of clear on this once this mineral spirits and everything flash off of here. And once I do that, then we have a finished product. But this is my entry for the pallet challenge. They're not grading you on what you build or anything like that. They just take something at random and they just say, okay, you win. But I still wanted to put a little more effort into this and to build a table or something. So, of course, I could probably turn this into a table. It is hollow underneath, and I could maybe make some legs for underneath and make this a chess table. But, I don't know, maybe an insert for the top that would go there. Now I got my wheels turning. Who knows, I might turn this into something else. But right now, this is, like I said, this is a prototype. I wouldn't build a final project out of pallet wood. I build it out of furniture grade lumber. But this is it. It was a rather arduous task doing this with pallet wood. But I think the end result is very much worth it. So there it is. I hope I didn't show you too much on how to make it. Like I said, this is my dad's idea. It became mine once he was deceased, and I'm just sort of picky about things like that. But hope you enjoy the concept. Show you, you can pretty much build anything out of pallets if you really stick your mind to it. And if you have enough of the pallet wood, and if the pallet wood's good. Like I said, this pallet wood, some of it was a little damp. I tried to put it next to the wood burner to flash off all that dampness inside of it. And it did pretty good. It did a little bit, but it didn't do enough. So, what can I say? When it dries out, it starts to warp. And had some of the boards that just had some waves to them that I just couldn't do much about. That's why it looks a little hinky here, but what can I say? It is what it is. But I think I will try this with dimensional lumber, the furniture grade dimensional lumber, and really put a special piece together. This one took a lot, but it's done. So there you go. Just remember, if you get an idea up here, just build it. Just build it. Don't draw pictures or anything like that. Just build it. And if you make mistakes, well, my father always considered that a cheap education. So, work with pallet wood. If you work with really crappy wood and you can start making something that looks like something, when you get into the really nice wood, really nice lumber that's available, you're going to make some phenomenal stuff. See? Work with pallet wood, work with scrap wood and stuff like that. Because that will really sharpen your skills.
You know, set the bar high with that pallet wood and stuff and try to make something phenomenal. And if you can, then when you get into the furniture grade lumber, it's going to be even out of the stratosphere. It's going to be awesome. But that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed it. This is hell recording on a cell phone video camera. And I had to do it over the course of a few days. I get these notifications saying my storage space is low and all that stuff. But I'm glad it's done. Hope you can take something away from this, and take care.